Well, I've sure got myself into a pickle. To be fair, to seem to enjoy doing that. So it's probably fine, isn't it? Probably? Maybe? Well, it's totally fine. Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream, folks. Thoughts we were doing fantastic. Well, today I am Melanie. We are doing more writing today. Is this gonna go well? It might go well. It might even go well. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing good. So, I've got a little bit of an outline for what I want to achieve over the next few days. I'm clapping to punctuate my point. So right now, we're making some progress. I've sent a copy of what I've done so far over to Dahlia, and I've gotten some very good feedback so far. Mostly just notes on like how I'm formatting it, what I'm focusing on. There's some aspects of this that I am writing a little bit more like standard prose rather than being a visual novel script, but that's completely fine. It doesn't overly matter because once again, what I'm writing here, I mean, like, yeah, it does need to be dealt with, and it's very good to have it actually listed as an issue so that I can actually deal with it. But it's of secondary importance right now. Primary importance is getting something written. So, to that effect, I have a certain number of days available to me to continue working on this. And that means that I have to start thinking about word counts. So, good, we love thinking about word counts. So in the last 2 days, when it comes to transcribing what I'd already written in my notebook, and when it comes to like adding more details onto like what I've got here, so far we've done 1,600 words. This is a little under, a little over 10% of what I anticipate the script to be overall. So yeah, I kind of would like to pick up this pace quite a little bit in order to have a reasonable amount of time to finish this story off. Ideally, the script would be like completed, or like this draft would be finished somewhere in the region of Sunday, Monday. Like I can accept Monday, Tuesday an absolute push, but like Sunday, Monday would be like the ideal. And if in case you haven't noticed, it's Wednesday. There's only like so many days left, like including today, that's 5 days. And I plan on, you know, having a social life in the meanwhile. Hello TV, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, how's it going? A great day for Canada and therefore the world. Is this football? Don't tell me this is football related. This is football related, isn't it? I'll bet you it's football related. All I know is that Germany lost at the same time as Scotland, and that's not too bad. Although, honestly, Germany was doing quite a lot better than Scotland. It's Canada! I didn't know it was Canada! Happy Canada to you all! Much belated Happy Canada to you. Hopefully you're having a lovely celebration, or you will be at some point. Yeah, I hope you've got a good day ahead of you, TV. I, however, do not. I don't observe Canada over here. Canada is not a thing that I am only like moderately concerned about. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, to enjoy it. I'm writing, and I have a bit of a tight word count, so I'm only going to chunter for so much longer in that regard. So, wait, what's that? Dear. Considering I've written 1,600 words, and I want there to be 15,000 words, I need to pick up the pace. What I'm thinking is between today and tomorrow, I would like to have written I'd like to have written 5,000 words in total. Like for a week where I like have to go to work and I'm traveling and I'm tired from having to do all that, you know, crap. I think in the next 2 days, tripling that 1600 is, okay, it's going to be a bit of a push. It's going to rely on me doing quite a bit tomorrow. Kind of off stream and on stream, probably just entirely off stream. Well, off stream, and then I like transcribe as much as I can, as quick as I can. And then, yeah, then I'm going to have to get a lot done. Let's see, 16... What is that? Like, it's like a page and a half is 500 words. So I want to write like 4.5 pages handwritten tomorrow, like while traveling, which is fine because I've actually got like 5 hours of traveling. So if I do 1 page per hour, that's quite a fast pace actually. If I do like that much, if I even do like half of that, half a page an hour, like 1 page an hour, then I rapidly transcribe that, and then like I do the same while doing a stream on Thursday tomorrow. Like maybe I'll even start early if I get home early enough. That would be great. Then I can get to 5,000 by the end of tomorrow. That's my aim. Then I'm thinking, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I don't know entirely what the plan is, but I'll be gone for like most of the afternoon, not to mention getting ready. So I don't know how productive I'm likely to be. Therefore, on Friday we're doing another 5k. On Friday I'm doing 5,000 words of script, which would be, what would that be? That's like 7, wait, hold on. It's like 10, so it's like 15 pages in my notebook of script. But the good news is, Friday at my work, dead. Nothing happens. Like, I may be occupied for like, I don't know, an hour over the day total. I swear, on Friday, I'm just gonna write. I am literally just gonna write. Full focus, get writing, get stuff done. When we get back, we transcribe everything that I've got, and then we keep going. I'm gonna write it. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if I have to edit it immensely later. I don't care if it's riddled with errors. I am putting words on page on Friday at work. And then on Friday night, I'm transcribing it all, and I'm getting us up to 10k on stream. Then Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. Saturday might just be an entirely chill day, catching up with friends, having a nice day. That would be very nice. If I've got the time at the end of the day and I'm not like exhausted and or drunk, actually maybe even if I am drunk, I don't know, then we'll keep writing. We'll catch up for anything that we didn't achieve on Friday and then keep going. And then on Sunday, big long stream. I'm gonna stream like most of the day is the plan. Not the entire day. Not the entire day. I don't want to like completely overexert myself and completely neglect myself. So I'm going to... Actually, I should really have a notepad page up for this. A notepad page would be good for this, but I haven't done one. But yeah, no, it'll be good to have this plan. I really should have written it down, actually, now think about it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm distracting myself just now. We'll call it a warm-up, is what we'll do. This is a warm-up. So, plan for rest of week. So, today, write 1,600 words. Tomorrow, write 1,600 words. Friday, write 5,000 words. Not 8,000, that would be great if I could do 8,000 words. I would take that quite happily. Saturday out with friends, may catch up if not out all night slash drunk slash whatever. Sunday, 5-hour stream. No, 5,000 words. Streaming all day will be the plan. Basically, as soon as I get up, I get food, I get writing. We get that stuff done on Sunday. And then next week, I want to do editing. Next week is editing. I'm going to make a little note, by the way, so that's going to be 4.5 pages of notebook, which is fine. 5,000 words. What was 5,000 words? Like a page and a half, 7.5. Wait, 7.5 times. Wait, hold on. That's 500 is a page and a half. So 10 times that is 15 pages. Yeah, that's a reasonable amount. Don't you think? Totally fine. Totally fine. Right. So that's the plan. That is the plan. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna like split this just so that that's there. So like you can see what I'm actually writing over here, which is nice, and then you can see my plan for the next couple of days over here. I really wish there was a way to further subdivide. You know what? I probably can. There we go. Fantastic. Help me, please, oh God. Yeah, that's off the side, isn't it? There we go, that'll do. Right, now we've actually got stuff going on. There we go, I've fully laid everything out. Wonderful. I'll maybe use some notes over here somewhere, we'll see. One thing that Dahlia did mention actually, which is very much appreciated, was how the script started working a bit. Oh, excuse me. That snuck up on me fast. One thing that I did appreciate was Dahlia saying that the story really came together when they started like being a group and bantering together. So like I was planning on have everybody like do like what I've done in the script so far, which is just kind of drop in, drop out. They just kind of drop in, drop out, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, but like everyone like drops in over time, which I think is pretty good. I may do it so that like everyone's there already. I don't know. I can play around with it. Just like change up the order of introduction because it's not too critical in what order everyone shows up. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, apparently the banter went really good, which is really good because I love writing banter between characters. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Genuinely is. So yeah, this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be so much fine. You've got no idea. No, go away. No, go away. I don't need help. Yes, we shall see what we get up to. So, how am I feeling, by the way? As a little writing warm-up. Am I speaking? I'm speaking all right. Tired as ever. Bit achy from unexpected exertions yesterday. But supremely motivated. One thing that I failed to do today, like, work was a bit choppy busy, so I didn't really have as much time as I might have liked to do any writing today, which is a bit disappointing, actually. Like, I feel like I should have been able to do more, but I was, like, so distracted because, like, it's coming up to, like, annual review time for us, so I ended up having to do a lot of writing at work to justify my existence because, like, I had to. So by the time I was done with that, it was like lunchtime, and then after lunchtime, I mean, I could have probably done something after lunchtime, but I didn't quite have it in me. So I could have made my life a little bit easier, but yeah, I need to double what I've written already. I do have my outline next to me as well. Oh wait, actually, that's not my outline. My outline's in my notebook. Hold on, I need to go get it. Right, back in a second. I'm gonna keep the keep my tunes on. I'm gonna keep the mic on. Oh, yeah. My getting old. My head hurts. Oh, not quite. Something to my leg. It's fine. I'll just have to, you know, not sit strange in a chair. It's totally fine. Right, notebook acquired. Wonderful. I appear to be frozen. Why am I frozen? Why the flip am I frozen? Stop looking me down there. What am I looking at? I mean, that's weird. The software hasn't frozen. I've just frozen. Right, okay, we'll just restart it. It's fine. Oh, dear. Right, okay, back in a moo. Right, we'll get this back on. The wonders of modern technology, everyone. Fantastic, isn't it? Can't live with it. Can't live without it. As I keep saying, it's my common refrain. Right, yeah. Where's my outline? I need my outline. I suffer without my outline. There we go. Right. Hey, it cuts in my whistling. Wonderful. Well, some of it. Right, there's me notes. Let me just wedge this up a little bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. Right. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. There was a note from... Actually, no. I'm going to add my notes from Dahlia in a separate document that I'll, like, come back to and make edits when it's editing time. I'll probably make, like, next Monday, assuming that I actually do get the script finished before then. I'm basically going to do, like, one big stream that's going to be just editing. I really bloody wish that I could make it a... I really wish I could make it like a weekend stream so I could like spend tons and tons of hours on it. I'll try and do it like maybe Monday, Tuesday, assuming that I actually get it all done, which I will do because I can, because I will. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that because that would be really good. Can I raise my seat? I feel like my seat needs to be a bit higher. There we go, except now I look like I'm looking too high. That's helpful. There we are, that'll do. Right. I now have a good angle. If anything, I'm looking slightly too far down at my screens now, which is helpful. Tilt them up a little. Right, I'm very clearly just like distracting myself at this point because clearly I just don't want to work. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Right. Half hour into this 3-hour stream, and I've not written a word. Let's say 800 words in the next hour. 800 words an hour, which is a little over 130 words in 10 minutes, which is 13 words a second. Let's give it a bash, shall we? I might have actually been on that rate earlier. So. This is Mary. I also do need to go back and edit in references to the subjects that the characters are studying because I worked that out earlier on today with Dahlia. So that's going to have to go in the notes as well. I will continue writing with those notes in mind. I'm not going to make the edits now because that is an editing Mel problem. And what do I always say? We cause problems for editing Mel. That is the dream. That is what we do. We make future Mel suffer. Especially if she's editing. Like, editing Mel deserves absolutely zero sympathy. She knows what she did. She knows what she did. I mean, we don't know what we've done yet, but she knows. So future Mel's gonna have a lot to answer for. But that is not this day. Right, this is Mary and Pete performance. Helping Bailey and Maggie and Greg. I'm on a wee bit of a roll here, actually. This is nice. I found my spark for the rest of this scene anyway. It seems to be flowing quite naturally. I have a wee bit of a headache, actually. I think I've just been overexerting myself the last couple of days, nowhere near enough sleep. Ah, dear. But we're doing good. We are actually doing pretty good. We're already nearly 200 words. This is awesome. It's only been like 10 minutes. If I can keep this pace up, I'll be very happy. Very happy indeed. I need to do 8 times that. That's less than 2 hours. I'm sorted. Let's see. Going good. Going very good. Womp womp, bad luck bot. Shoma. What is this Shoma? Who is this Shoma you speak of? Hello, KFC. Good to see you. Thanks, the redeems. Okay, let's go through them one by one. Hydrate. Hydrated. Stretch. My back hurts. And my hip. And my leg. Oh god, I'm old. Oh, stretch is much needed though. And posture check. My posture's actually fantastic. I'm sat rather comfortably in my chair and very properly. So thank you for the posture check. Hopefully you're doing good, KFC. Good to see you. Hopefully all is good with you today. We are very busy writing today. I've already got 300 words in, and I've only been writing for, okay, like 20 minutes, but still. We are aiming for, wait, what are we after? We're after 1,600 words today, so I'm a fifth of the way there. That's not even that bad, actually, and I'm already sitting cross-legged. This is a terrible idea. Also, Patch, good to see you, Patch. Hopefully all's good with you. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully things are going good. We are writing for Game Jam. I have a little bit of a steep writing target for today, 1,600 words. But we're making some good progress. We're already 3,500 in. So yeah, feeling pretty good about things. Hope things are going good for you, Patch. Good. What about you? Very glad to hear it. A little tired, a little achy, but feeling surprisingly motivated for someone who has not done much writing for like 2 whole weeks solid and more. Yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty motivated. Feeling pretty good. Surprisingly so. I'm very hungry for my writing progress the next couple of days. We are doing the Toxic Yuri Game Jam. The second one that's currently running on itch.io. And I get to write the damn thing. This is great. Don't stop, Mel. Keep writing. I do like my jokes, though. Jokes are fun. I like writing jokes. Hmm. How am I feeling? Feeling pretty good. Hmm. Character profiles. Need a quick reference. Na. Hmm. I am so locked in right now. We're already over 500 words. This is great. By 9 o'clock, at this rate, I might even have topped out. Like, we might have done everything that I want to. Although, now that I think about it, 5, yeah, so... With another 1,000 words, I want to finish off this act, which will basically be the rest of this day. Act 2 will be another 3,000 words. 3, 4, and 5, 3,000 words each. So, this weekend I want to do 3 acts, actually. Like, by the end of tomorrow, how much did I want to get done by the end of tomorrow? I basically want it at the end of Act 2, which is up till... Well, no. Is it Crisis? Not quite Crisis, but things start going pretty damn wrong. Okay, I can work with this. We've already got the plan in place, or a loose plan in place that we can build on. Okay. Right, oh, excuse me, have a plan. Have a plan. So yeah, so writing this many. End of Act 1. That's an important milestone. By the end of Friday, well, either here, this is half of Act 2. Then another 500 words. Up through end Act 3. Probably nothing there. That's the beginning of Act 4. Finish Act 4 and 5. That's the plan. That's actually really helpful. Just like pacing out what narrative milestones I'm hitting. I like this plan. This plan works for me. Hello, Raimondo. Hopefully all is good with you. We are having a highly productive day, actually. We've got big writing quota to get up to today. 1,600 words need to be written, and I have currently written... Wait, how many words have I written? 600 over about 600, which is pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy about myself. But yeah, hopefully things are going well for you. Let's find a nice tune to put on. That'll do for now. It's a good number. It's a rather good number, yeah. Honestly, if I had been better at time management, this would not be necessary. The jam is 6 weeks long, and I've spent the last 2 weeks doing Sweet Frankie Alpha. So... Oh, Foxtrot Alpha, I suppose. Yeah, it's not... It's not going entirely well, but hey, we're making it work now, and that's the important part. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh yeah, I want to actually have written a total of 15,000 words by the end of Sunday. And we're currently at, wait, what are we at? 2,340. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Hello, Nucleus. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. We're making some damn good progress today, though. 600 words and counting out of 1,600. We're nearing the halfway mark. What are we writing, I might ask? We are writing for the second Toxic Yuri game jam, which is currently underway. Myself and my jam partner have been working on this for a month so far, and there are 2 weeks remaining, and honestly, most of the work left to be done. So, the plan is I cram this script out the rest of this week and next weekend. Next week is going to be editing the script and programming everything all together, and then we've got a couple of days to spare doing final editing and testing and, you know, all that jazz, like final efforts. Probably putting music in as well. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Oh, this is actually the second game jam that I've done. I did a solo one last November. Let's see if I can find a link to it again. Yes, I got it here. Nucleus, not doing that great, kind of annoyed. Door locking mechanism to the washing machine's broken. Oh, right, is it kind of like... Don't tell me it was mid-cycle and it's now full of water? Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. Like, has it finished the cycle, or has it, like, failed to complete the cycle? I don't think I'm able to... I don't think I'm able to pin that, annoyingly. Anybody able to pin this? TV, where are you hiding? Nope, door lock doesn't open. That's fantastic, that is. That's just great. No, very sorry to hear it. Very sorry to hear it indeed. Hopefully you can manage to get it sorted without too much difficulty. Hopefully so. How do I pin this? The pin option is gone. Wait, is it just a scale issue? No, it's not a scale issue. I can't. Anyway, yeah, that link there, that is the link to my game. Consider checking it out. It's utterly awful. I made it in the space of 2 weeks. It was awesome. To be fair, did after a lot of futile kicking and turning it off and on a billion times. But I mean, at least it's opened. Like, you've got your laundry now. But yeah, no, it doesn't sound good long term. I hope it's either within warranty or you can like get an engineer out to have a look at it. That is not a fun scenario to be in. Or even better, I hope it's a rent. I hope you're renting the place so you can just, you know, order a new mechanism. Oh, that's ideal. That's ideal. And I suppose considering it's just a locking mechanism, it's not going to be overly critical. So hopefully it's not too inconvenient to get installed. Fingers crossed. Oh, dare I ask who the manufacturer is, by the way? This is just out of my morbid curiosity. I used to work in retail, so I have opinions. I have opinions on white good manufacturers. Dear me. Fun times. Let's see. German brand that's been bought up by Whirlpool. I don't think Whirlpool are terrible. You would generally think a German brand would be doing quite a bit better, but apparently not. Didn't you? Didn't read the washing machine part. I thought you were in a submarine whose hatch got stuck. I think submarines, like the whole point of them is like, you know, not being detectable. And having internet access kind of runs counter to that. I get you though. It was a cheap brand. Fair, fair. Still, best of luck with it there, Nucleus. Being stuck in a submarine would indeed be horrifying. Have you seen Iron Lung? It's actually, I've not seen Iron Lung either. I did play Proxima last year. Actually, that was after the last game jam, as a matter of fact. It was fun. It's about being stuck in an undersea base where you're not allowed to see what's going on around you. You have to wear a headset that just tells you what it thinks sees in front of you. It's fantastic. Great little horror game. Just being in a submarine would be horrifying for me. I don't have too many problems with claustrophobia. My gran did when I was little. But yeah, I never had many problems with claustrophobia. A friend of mine bought a house recently, and it has a basement. And when I went over to visit, I was just like, I want to see your basement. And he's like, there's the door, you can go down. And I was like, You're not going to come down as well? He's like, nope, I've never seen the basement. I've never gone down there. And I'm just like, but you own the place. You own the place. Why have you not checked out your own basement? But yeah, apparently he's like never gone into his basement. So I went down, and it's like literally just like old basement walls, like covered in like concrete plaster. It's just a thing. Remember recommending it. It was good, Nucleos. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Never did like get the other ending. Actually, I never went back up after going down. Would be interesting to do that. Actually, would be. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Redtober's another submarine movie with Iron Lung. Now we have two sub movies. I thought they were. I heard they were pretty good, all things considered. Das Boot. That's a recognizable name, actually. I recognize the name Das Boot, but I'm pretty sure it's only ever been used in my circles as a reference to, you know, an actual boot. I assume that the name is actually referring to a metaphorical boot. Perhaps one on someone's neck or face. That's my assumption anyway. Right, I need a tune. Yeah, the VAT-19. Fun. I need a tune. Let's do... Let's see, do we get a playlist? Is that a playlist? Playlist. Oh, it's very different. It's German for boat. Ah, story checks out. Can I find it? I want a playlist. Is it not here? I don't think it's here. Releases? Hey, found it. Wonderful. This will do nicely. It's so different. It's German for boat. Ooh is like ooh. Das Boot. Right, that makes sense. Isn't Das Boot by the same to me Troy? Boat. Wolfgang Peterson, or whatever his name is. Let the capitalization on a his. Ooh. I'm enjoying this story though. It's fun. Goes to the main path as an interesting fact. That's interesting. You know what's terrible? I've never actually seen Troy. I've never seen Troy, and yet the Odyssey's about to come out. Goodness sake. I would like to see the Odyssey, actually. I've heard it's... Actually, I've not heard anything... I don't think it's out yet, is it? But I do need to see it. Really? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know, I was very sheltered as a child. I didn't... well, I was to the point where I didn't enjoy violent movies. Like... I think I was scared to watch anything that was, like, rated 12 until I was, like, 11 or something. Like, to say nothing of, like, anything else. Just a stigma about, among me and my siblings about, well, my sibling and cousins who I grew up around, as to whether we'd even watch a PG movie. It was just like, it's PG and we don't really want to watch a PG movie, so... We got pretty freaked out. Dear, fun times. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm much less sheltered these days. Honestly, I don't think I was missing much. No, that's not true. God, and then there's like kids in my primary school talking about watching like scary movie and stuff, and it's just like, wow, how sheltered I used to be. Yeah, I'll need to give it a watch sometime. It'd be interesting. I want to see them. I want to see guys come out of a horse. That's what I want to see. Sorry, I'm having a little jam sesh. My brain needs some stimulation. I do actually have some chalky buttons over here. Do I eat some chalky buttons? I've already eaten a whole bag of mini donuts. Could I eat some chalky buttons as well? It's probably a bad idea. I should behave. Yay, we need a jam. Yeah. We spin. Ah, dear. I'm not sure if I just write myself into a corner. I do the same while writing. I like listening to music, but it has to be music that I've heard multiple times before and that I can just put on loop and like stop thinking for a while. But then sometimes it's actually a bop that I really like and I'm just like, yep, nope, have to jam out for a while. What do you work on, by the way, Raymondo? What do you write? What do you do? Any genres, any styles, any stories? Do tell. Try to write a bit of everything, short stories, poetry, essays. I've come to find I really enjoy writing essays. Ooh, very nice. Anything particular you essay about? I think when it comes to my writing, it's a combination between more like outlining, like fiction, or less essay writing, and it's like more like consolidating some concept or piece of information I've come across, or like exploring that concept. I don't know. Argument to be said, I could convert something into an essay, but that requires a concerted effort that I've not been able to make. Although I say that, I do actually. I was talking with another writing friend recently, and just saying that I would really like to get into writing more short fiction, or like just short writing projects in general. Maybe like mini essays about things that interest me or that I've encountered, or yeah, just short stories and stuff. Short fiction's so much fun. Yeah, I need to do more. It's like I keep coming up with an idea and then I just like never get around to finishing it because I'm like, oh, but it's not perfect. So I have to stop. But then it's just like, that's not really the point. The point is you just write it, then you make it good. Like, just accept it's not going to be good. Like, that's literally what I'm doing right now. I've even started writing 6-page zines. Ooh, very nice. I did come across some stuff about zines lately. Like, guides on like how to get started doing them and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I should do something like that. That'd be fun. Very cool stuff, by the way. I fold them up and write a short story on a limited space. Ooh, very fun. Philip just said they would like to do just write the plot, then I end up leaving the idea sitting for some months. Yeah, that's literally what I end up doing as well. I'm just like here's a fun concept, here's an outline, here's the idea that I'm trying to write about, and then I like struggle to actually write the thing itself. So like something that I kind of realized before I did the last game jam, actually, so somewhere within the last year, is that my attention span seems to work on like a 2-week cycle, where I've got energy and momentum to work on something for 2 weeks solid, and then I get bored and I want to look at doing something else. But then like the idea can sometimes still like lurk in my head, and then I'll eventually come back and look at it for another 2 weeks later. So like what I basically ended up doing with this as well was the first 2 weeks of this game jam, I like came up with this concept like over 2 weeks, while also dealing with some other stuff as well, but less said about that the better. But then like by the time that 2 weeks was done, I was like, right, I am now burned out. I have exerted myself enough. I need to not work on anything for a little bit. So I spent 2 weeks like not doing much. And now I'm in this mess where I've got 2 weeks to go and a full game to make. So yeah, I think in situations where I have more time to work with, I think what I'll try and do is just be like, right, okay, I'm dedicating 2 weeks solid to working towards outlining this project. And then on this final day, 2 weeks later, I will put a sticker on it and I will say, the concept is done. The idea is done. And then I'll come back to it like a couple of weeks or months later and just be like, right, okay, I've got this idea fully fleshed out. Let's actually do something with it. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, my brain's not predictable enough. And don't get me started on serialized fiction. I love reading serialized fiction. It's great. It's like some of my favorite way to consume fiction. Problem being, I don't really have the mind to deliver it long term. It's just not quite there, which is a shame. Still, I also like translating stuff. Ooh, very much fun. That's very cool. Mostly poetry, but I'm actually translating this novel by a Spaniard author. Ooh, very cool. That's actually so cool. Spaniard yourself, are ya? Or just multilingual? Regardless, very cool. Spanish is my first language, so it's easy. Even better then. Props to ya. Nah, it's difficult. I'm jamming again. No chance not to finish something in one day with zines. I mean, that's true. Maybe I should consider giving it a shot sometime. I mean, I did this little mini writing course at like a local college near me. a couple years ago. When was that? That was 2 years ago. Well, a year and a half ago now, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah. It was like a year and a half ago, a bit more. And like, we just ended up like writing a couple of short stories and stuff. And like, it was like very like entry level stuff, but honestly, it was really good for just being like, you now have to write something, deal with it. Like, grow up, pull your trousers up, and get the stuff done. And it was good, actually. Quite enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the person running the course had a bereavement and wasn't able to finish the thing, so that was a damn shame, actually. So yeah, that was a shame. The writing group that I've been to more recently was more like poetry focused. It was more just, here's a theme, here's a prompt word, I want you to write something on this. And then we'd like share the poems and then discuss them, kind of thing. Very Doki Doki Literature Club. Tried to make a magazine with friends years ago, it was like herding cats. It tends to be. Like, if you're not the one providing the structure for something, generally speaking, nobody will come up with the structure for something. It's group projects all over again. But yeah, a web magazine's a pretty fun idea, actually. I think so. Right, so I've been able to write... How much have I written? I've not written enough, is what I've written. I've written 750 words, which is... Oh, that's about half what I was targeting, actually. So that's not too bad. Right, I'm gonna have to lock in a little bit for a while. Hopefully I can finish some more. So I do need to get to the end of Act 1 today. And then we'll call it done. With it. Yes, we're locking in. Serious face, focus mode. It's all good. Also, I get to make jokes about big boobs. What's not to love? Just throwing in a character trait just because I can. What's it with me and writing protagonists with big boobs? Seriously, Softy was the same. I need to finish Softy, god damn it. Dear. I can do a little bit more bobbing. Good. That's good. Yeah, that sounds about right. The number of times people don't finish the project and send you stuff. Like, I do great if I just hit the ground running, get it done in 2 weeks, job done, happy days. Takes longer than that? Yeah, I know myself too well. I'm gonna turn the light on, actually. I think I'm just getting all my stimming out all at once. May as well, eh? I've been sat here for like an hour, just typing. Seriously? Well, a little bit of chuntering as well, but... yeah, gotta get some stimming out of the way, otherwise I'm gonna go stir crazy. Not stim crazy, just stir crazy. What's next then? Got to Tenchi. Let's see. What's next? Lock in, indeed. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Raimundo. Massively appreciated. Hope you continue to enjoy your time here and I get to earn the follow. Let's see. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Actually, this is probably better for Maggie to say. Hmm. Running short on water, actually. I might need to call a break just to grab some more at some point. Hold out for a bit longer. Right, I need to write another maybe 850 words. And that gets me to... Actually, not even that, really. Well, kind of. At least another 650. Would like to do another 850. We'll see. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Hmm. What order does this go? Hmm. 750 words remain. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, Shadow Legion. Love the name. Super edgy fantasy stuff. All good stuff here. Hopefully you're doing good. We are writing for Toxic Yuri Game Jam. I am writing the script for a visual novel. And we have a little bit of a steep word count requirement for the day. We are approaching 1,000 words written, and I want another 600 done ideally. I'll take 400 at a pinch, but I should be able to exceed that. Hopefully you're doing good, Shadow Legion. To tell how things going. What's that? Ah. That's fun. Yeah, track I wasn't expecting, but should have been able to tell, was in the playlist I'm listening to. And I'm just like, oh, this is fun. I'm here for this. Oh, I get to make a reference I love. Oh my god. I love my life. I genuinely love my life, my creativity, how my brain works. I get to make, you know, the way that my mind works, like in conversation with me. I will make the dumbest references to things that people will have no idea what they are. And the only person who enjoys it is me. And that's where I get my fun. That is literally the most fun in the world to me. And sometimes I get the chance to just do it. The idea just pops into my head and everything falls into place. And I'm just like, that will do nicely. And I've got to do it at least twice, maybe 3 times, just in what I've written today. Like 1,000 words. That's one that's one joke just for me per 330 odd words. That's a damn good ratio, if I may say myself. It's funny. I have so much fun in my life, seriously. Need another playlist. This one will do nicely. Right, we are doing damn good. I actually just need another 600 words, and I think I know how I'm going to round this out, actually. Have a nice rest of the stream. No worries, Nucleos. Thank you for dropping by as ever. Best of luck with the washing machine. You have a good rest of your evening as well. You take care. Be good to yourself. Catch you again soon. This is going super well, by the way. Another 500 words. Like, we can totally do that in the next hour. I am so proud of how much work I've gotten done today. Like, already, we have done more than I have gotten done in either of the other 2 days this week. We are doing fantastically well on writing rate. We'll have matched the progress in no time. I'm actually, like, I was a bit worried about the the amount of writing to be done, but like if I can take this as a kind of a yardstick, we're still talking like 500 words per hour. 500 words per hour, and after today there's going to be like 1200 words, which is like 24 hours. If I do manage to spend the same on it tomorrow, that'll be another 3 hours. Well, actually, let's work out how many hours are remaining. 24 hours, there'll be another 3 hours tomorrow at a rate of 500 words an hour. Then it's going to be Saturday and Sunday, which is going to be... Ooh, I'll need to do like 10.5 hours each day. On... Oh wait, actually, hold on, that's not entirely unreasonable. Like, it's a bit extreme, but it's not unreasonable, as a matter of fact. Like, 10 hours a day. I will have a good amount of time tomorrow while I'm traveling. Like, I'm going to be traveling, like, for a solid amount of time. There'll be at least, like, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, where I'll be able to just, like, write while I'm on the train. Then it's just a matter of transcribing that. But transcription time doesn't count as actual writing time. Maybe just go, like, very, very much, like, scriptment strategy rather than, like, actually writing. I don't know. Just, like, plan out in a bit more detail what happens in the next couple of writing sessions. Rather than, yeah, I think what my plan will be tomorrow, write a smattering of key scenes, like set piece moments and what have you, which I can then scatter in over the next several days, and then it's just like, oh, these are already good to go, and then I don't have to, you know, figure out exactly what the scene's going to involve. Maybe that would be a good idea. Maybe it would be a slightly more effective way of spending my day rather than literally just writing 1,600 words tomorrow and then being like, oh, I'm done. I just have to transcribe it. It'll take me 3 hours. And it's like, that's not the most effective use of my time. I think I'll start writing now, or rather tomorrow. But like anticipating what I'm going to be writing on Friday, Saturday, maybe, and Sunday. I think that's probably a slightly more effective use of my time. I'll give that a shot. But I'm going to call a very, very short break. I'm going to top up my water because I've ran out. It is 9 o'clock. I've been going for 2 hours. I'll be back momentarily. And we will get the remaining 500 words written by the top of the hour. So bear with me, folks. And yeah, we'll pick this up shortly. So bear with, folks. Yes, bear with me. Not that kind of bear. Different kind of bear. Metaphor, not the hypothetical. But that is the correct. Rip, the bear got her. No, unfortunately, the burden got me. It's that kind of a bear. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. It's appreciated. My foot has... It needs cracked. Crack my toes. Oh, you know how like I injured my ankle last year during the last game jam? It's the same ankle and leg that are feeling like really tight right now. So I'm just stretching them a little bit as I speak. And yeah, I'm just remembering the supreme like peace and satisfaction I felt when I think it must have been like February or something, so like after 3 months or so of having injured it, when I could finally like rotate my ankle, like take advantage of the ball joint, and then actually crack my ankle. Like it hurt, but it hurt so good. Like all of my joints are incredibly flexible. I crack my knuckles, my neck, my spine, my elbows, my hips on occasion, my toes. I can crack nearly every joint in my body. Nearly, not quite everyone. And yeah, then there was a period of time where I literally couldn't crack a single joint. I was miserable. Well, I mean, not a single joint. There was a single joint that I couldn't crack. No matter how much it hurt, no matter how much it ached, no matter how much I had that indescribable feeling of pressure that needed to be released. Because I'm not one of those people who can like crack the same joint multiple times. I do have a bit of a crack refractory time. But yeah, so I had to, yeah, like not crack for so long, and it really sucked. It was awful. And then I could again, and suddenly life was great. Anyway, back to it. 500 words. Let's do this thing. To where... I can always adjust this as well. Like, I don't have to go through exactly these steps. If some aspects of it seem to be impractical or what have you, I can always change it. But good to have a version of the script down, and then we do editing later. So like I'm writing about how, oh yeah, they're going to jump in the car. Yeah, if I later decide that, yeah, it's impractical to do the car, it's like, oh, we don't have like sound assets for the car, or oh, we're not going to have any visual assets for the car, then I can just go, okay, that's fine. We'll just say that they came on foot, so they just walk there, and then we just need to have another blurred background, and it'll be super easy. That's valid. Right, we can do that. Let's see. It's good to have that in mind. Good to have in mind what potential breakpoints there can be, just so if any changes do need to be made, we're not scrambling and going, oh god, we have to have a car. Like, if we don't have a car, this is gonna suck. Like, what are we gonna do? We need a car. And then we could just be like, yeah, we don't need a car. Car's fine. We can just not have the car. Like, that works too. Good to have breakpoints in your games when you're writing. Let's see. I think this will work pretty well, actually. And here comes a toxic Yuri. Or not. Hmm. I will say it right now. I'm definitely not expressing anything through the existence of the being that is Shona. She's only slightly useless. Has absolutely nothing to do with any persons living or dead. And definitely not any persons who are currently streaming at this very moment. Definitely not. I'm gonna have a sippy. But this is good. This is actually really good. I think we're definitely gonna hit the 1600 word count rather than just the 14, which I would have accepted, which is nice. We are on a damn good pace, actually. Ooh, there's a thing. Little thing I can inject a little bit of. Did make a little note. Not long to go. I am actually so happy with how this went. I'm so happy with how today's writing has gone. We're going to wrap this up shortly. Easily within the next half hour. I will quickly review what I have written. And you know what the best thing is today? Today there have been no instances of me writing insert something. Insert good writing now, please. Like, there's been no instances of me doing that today. Everything has been actually written. I would argue it's been written fairly well. There's been a good number of jokes both for me and for readers. There's been a couple of red herrings thrown in. There's been some good characterization, or what feels like it to me. It's just flown. This is flown well together. It flows. It has worked. It's gone great. I have been able to stay more or less focused with a few mild distractions. Tooting your own horn. It's less talking about how great it's less talking about how great I am, which I am because I am great. What it really is just recognizing that this has been a really productive session, and that like nothing's stopping from this being this productive any other time. Like, nothing is stopping me from being this productive tomorrow. Nothing's stopping me from being this productive on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, for the rest of this next week and a half, 2 weeks. Because yeah, the finale, the turn-in date is 2 weeks from now. I have 2 weeks to finish this damn game jam. What could go wrong? So yeah, no, let's wrap this up and we'll call it fairly soon. And it's a feeling that I've gotten to a couple times now. Like, most notably during the last game jam, when I felt super overwhelmed. Okay, I say the last game jam, because there was the attempted game jam as well. Remember attempted game jam 2, where I bit off far more than I could chew and was surprised when it didn't work out? When I spent ages trying to get, like, software stuff happening, and it didn't work? Well, server stuff. And it turned out I wasn't as clever as I thought I was, and that I hadn't done as much prep as I thought I did. I have since been able to resolve the issue. Remember, we had a stream several good number of months ago, one of my last programming streams, where we actually managed to resolve that issue. So technically, now there's nothing stopping me from like going back and reattempting that project, now that I actually have a foundation under me. But that's not the priority here. That's not what we're doing here. I would definitely want to do a little bit more like feasibility testing before trying that project again. But yeah, we're talking about the one before that. There's the feeling of just, it seems like an insurmountable amount of work. It seems like there's so much to do. There's every reason to put it off, aside from the fact that you should just, you know, get started and actually do it. And then you actually do it, and things actually work out, and you make progress, and you can push through whatever tiredness, whatever fatigue, whatever aches and pains you got. You can just go, okay, right, yeah, all that stuff going on, I can just switch it off for a little bit, and I can just write, because I know what I want to write. And I can get it on the page, and things will be good. Besides, the introduction to a story should be, well, ideally it should be like the first thing that you touch on. But it should also be pretty much the last thing that you finish editing. Because the introduction to a story is like arguably the most important section. Like the first 5 minutes are critical. Those first 5 minutes matter a lot. So yeah, I'm not too cut up about having a terrible intro right now, because I will edit it later. We have the time set aside specifically for that. So I'm not too worried. Anyway, we'll finish this off. But we'll get there. We will get there. We're learning a hell of a lot every single time I do a project. This time's no exception. If anything, this is more just... Actually, if I had to say what this project is about, like, this project's primarily about two things. It's about proving that lightning can strike twice. That I'm not just like a one and done thing when it comes to creativity. Like, I will not be a one-hit wonder as much as my first game was a one-hit. That I'm not just gonna rest on my own laurels and just be like, yep, I have made one game and that will be good enough. Yeah, like not that, actually. That I can make multiple games, that I will go on to make more games going forward. And also it's, you know, so that I have experience working with other people on projects, like having disagreements and different ideas and getting suggestions when I'm stuck. Like, this has genuinely been so good. Like, a number of things that I've been like working on today, they've not been like directly influenced by what we talked about, me and Dahlia, but like it's helped flesh out the world in my mind, which makes it easier to write and turn later. Because now I'm not thinking, oh, but there's all these unanswered questions. I can just go, nope, they don't matter. Because I got a couple of answers and I can use that as a springboard. And yeah, it's a different experience working with someone else, even as relatively hands-off as this entire project has been for the last 2 weeks, certainly. I still feel bad about it, but I have a plan to get us on a reasonable track, or well, get myself on a reasonable track. And hopefully I'll be able to deliver by the end of it. That's the hope. That is the hope. And we'll see how things go. I'm feeling pretty good about things overall. feel good. I feel very good. This is a lovely sense of satisfaction from doing this. I mean, another thing that I say semi-regularly is, what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this? I'd be sitting watching YouTube, or passed out on the sofa, or going to bed early, or just generally not doing much of anything. You know what I did before we actually started stream? I'm not kidding, for like a whole hour before I started stream, I was tidying. I was rounding up rubbish. I was running around with disinfectant wipes. I was like piling up plates ready to get washed. I feel pretty good right now. It's good. Procrastinating? No, not procrastinating. This, like, listen. I have that kind of thing going on where if I have to make a phone call at 3 o'clock, I do nothing until 3 o'clock because I'm hyping myself up for the phone call that I'm expecting. Or like if I'm waiting a call back about like a doctor's appointment or something, I will not be able to focus because I'm too busy being anxious about when I'm going to get the phone call. It's not procrastinating per se, it's more just like, I don't know. So normally, like when I get home and it's a streaming day, I'm just like, oh my god, I need to switch off for a while so I can just get ready to have a stream. Or it's like I've just got home and I'm like, yep, I have used all my spoons traveling to work and working today and coming home. I don't have any spoons left, so I'm just gonna sit on the, like, I'm gonna sit on a game and like eat some donuts or something. Which I don't do very often, to be fair. So it's less procrastination and more a matter of spoons. And like now I'm just realizing, oh, there's like this like special shiny spoon sat over here that I can use to write whenever I want. Also, Housame, wait, is it Housame? Or is it Husame? I wonder. Welcome to the stream there. Sammy? 001? I don't know. Why the feck are you using spoons to chat? TV, are you not familiar with spoon theory? Listen to this, TV doesn't know what spoon theory is. Spoon theory, yeah, another one struggling with my name. Your name is a complicated one. I'm gonna call you Hus until further notice. No. Spell it how you want to bother me, alright then, Hus. How's it going, Hus? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing good. We have written 1,600 words in less than 3 hours, and I'm incredibly happy with myself. Actually, it's been like 2.5. Actually, it's not even been 2.5. I'm very happy with how today has gone writing-wise. Hopefully I can keep it up this weekend, because I need to have written 15,000 words by the end of that time. It's gonna be great. I got this. I really do got this. No, TV. Spoon theory is the idea that it's like having nested spoons, right? You know, like measuring spoons in the kitchen. Like, imagine you've got like a set of spoons, and there's a certain number of things that you want to be able to measure with those spoons, or you've got to carry with those spoons, or what have you. But you only have so many spoons available. So if you're doing like a relatively small task, like if you're just measuring like chili powder, maybe you can get away with using like a 1/4 teaspoon. But then if you're like literally carrying an egg and you have nothing to use but a spoon, you're gonna use the biggest spoon that's available. So like you've now used that big spoon. But then it's like, okay, I have another small task to do. Or like if you've got multiple small tasks to do, like you've got to measure a chili, sure, but you've also got to do like paprika and cumin, but you only need like a 1/4 teaspoon of each. Well, now you're stuck because you've got to use like a 1/2 teaspoon as well, and then like another like full teaspoon, and then suddenly you've used your like dinner spoon. But you've also used like all of your teaspoons and fractional teaspoons, so like you've got like maybe 1 spoon left of a certain size to be able to do like the last 3 tasks that's available, and you're like, I've ran out of spoons. Jeez. Okay, Grandma, let's get you back to your room. This is spoon theory, TV. This is important. This is how you manage having like well, it's kind of an ADHD strategy, but it's also just like generally a mental health strategy as well. Normal people just rinse them off and dry. TV, the spoons are metaphorical. The spoons are metaphorical. Some days the only spoon I have is get up and get on train to go to work, and then I get home and I collapse because I have no spoons left. If anything, I have overused my spoons. Okay? That's how spoon theory works. I'll share the link actually. You finished a Dan Brown book and really enjoyed it. Also, my motivation for writing has only increased. Honestly, I should probably read another of his books. I really love Da Vinci Code. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time since I've read Da Vinci Code. I thought it was very fun, like fun little kind of like mystery novel. I don't remember enjoying it quite as much as Angels and Demons. I think it was mostly because the Da Vinci Code. Okay, I'm not going to age myself too much here, but yeah, the movie was a big thing. So it was like, yeah, everyone knows about that movie. But like less people like talk about like Angels and Demons, and I really enjoyed Angels and Demons. If you've not already read Angels and Demons, give it a watch. It's quite fun. It's like silly, but it's also fun. It's pretty damn good. Then use forks. Screw you, TV. Forks are useless. If it's a controversial stuff, then fair enough. Okay, House. Did you have you watched Conclave, by the way? Like the movie with what was it, Ralph Fiennes? I feel like it was Ralph Fiennes. Did you watch Conclave? Because Angels and Demons is basically Conclave, but like rather than being a who's the best person to be the next pope, it's also like a murder mystery. And there's also like an assassin running around with a sci-fi like bomb going on. It's stupid fun. Conclave is well worth a watch, by the way. Again, it's about a papal election, and it's super good. Sorry for making you uncomfortable with that. Oh no, not at all. I'm talking about this because they're genuinely fun. Not uncomfortable at all. Far from it. But you know, what's it called? Conclave is really good movie, very fun, very much enjoyed it when I watched it. Angels and Demons is a very fun read, or it certainly was for me when I read it. I was considerably younger than I am now when I did read it. It's a bit of, yeah, it's fun. But yes, it's good. If you enjoyed Da Vinci Code, I would argue you would probably enjoy Angels and Demons more. If you do happen to read it, by all means do let me know, because it's been a long time and I'd be very interested to hear your perspective on it. I do remember there was this like very clever joke at the start, because like there's a lot of like science and like science adjacent stuff being put into this one. The way that things go, like there's a lot of setup and payoff for a couple things that are very sciencey based. Is Conclave like an original movie or is it an adaptation? It's an adaptation. There is a book for it. So if you do prefer the book and you don't want to watch the movie, you can absolutely read the book. I haven't read the book. I just watched the movie. I was very surprised by the twist at the end. It was very fun. But yeah, no, Angels and Demons was just it's fun. Like this was Little Mel. Little Mel was into her science, and like here's Angels and Demons making a lot of like sciencey jokes kind of thing. Like early on, he drops into Geneva. Like the main character, I forget what his name is, but he like drops into Geneva, and they're talking about this, that, and the other thing, and they're like, "Oh, look at that! There's a piece of graffiti on this like fake, this like model of a column." And it says, this column is ionic, but actually it's a Dorian column or something like that. And then the scientist who's guiding him is just like, yeah, like this is actually like a scientist's idea of a joke. Like they're looking at it and they're like, yes, it's a Doric pillar, but the pillar itself is made of ionic compounds. So by saying it's ionic, they're technically correct in a scientific sense. And it was just like, you know, that kind of sense of humor. It just kind of tickles your brain if you like a little bit of science. And I very much like science. You know, I kind of made it my whole shtick. So it's a fun book. It's a fun book. There's other elements that also come into it as well. I'm not going to spoil it because I can actually remember two of the big. Actually, I can remember most of the spoilers for it. For some reason, that book's really stuck in my head, despite it being all these years later. But yeah, no, it's a fun time. It's silly but a fun time. I'm trying not to spoil TVPs you hear, but I really like the ending. I don't know to feel like I went through a long journey and seeing it finally come to an end, and that one romantic scene, if you know, made it all worth it. I definitely love some expansion to it, but I guess can't ask for too much. Why did it end? I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. It is an interesting book. I do like what it explores. It's very fun exploring what it explores. I'd say to like a small degree, it did like somewhat inform my interest in like, what is it like? But as much as I'm religious, and I'm not majorly religious, but I am really interested in like religious scholarship. Like I like watch like YouTube channels like Religion for Breakfast and what have you, and just like go like, oh, what are people actually talking about in religious studies at the moment? And it's really interesting. I find it really fun and cool. And yeah, it's like it's like baby's first introduction to like exploration of like religious heresies kind of thing. It's very fun. I learned a lot from it. It's, to be fair, it's not exactly the most like rigorous one as far as like religious scholarship's concerned. Like, it's primarily concerned with being a good story, and it's a pretty good story. Like, it was definitely received very well. It's not like the gold standard for stories or anything, but it's a pretty good story. Yeah, it's fun, and it's very interesting the way that it unfolds, as you're just like, oh wait, this is what happened. Oh, that's interesting. I think technically Angels and Demons is I don't remember if it's a prequel or a sequel. Can't remember. Like, it's the same protagonist in it, just events are different. But it's very good. Both are worthy reads. It's the prequel, if I recall correctly. That's interesting. Yeah, the one that came out just before it. Yeah. But yeah, they're good. I remember reading it in 3 days. Oh yeah, I devoured it as well. Lil Mel at that age, I read voraciously at that age. I don't want it to be too predictable. No. It's a good read. Only thing holding me back is I heard Angels and Demons is the same as Da Vinci Code pretty much. Let's hope it's not literally the same. It's not literally the same. I can say that there's more than enough differences that keep it interesting and that make it like worth reading for itself. I genuinely found Angels and Demons more interesting. That's just my perspective, but I found Angels and Demons more fun. I felt like there was like more variety of things going on, different elements. There was like there's more elements at play. Because like with the Da Vinci Code, it's all about, oh, can we like what's going on here with this exploration of this like old heretical idea, and like, oh, can we find the Holy Grail, and what is the Holy Grail, and how is it represented, and what's all the imagery associated with it, kind of thing. And then it's like, you know, the thriller novel kind of on top of it, but it's mostly just exploring the one mystery, whereas there's many layers, I would argue, to Angels and Demons. Like, there's so many different plots all going on at the same time, all in service to the main question, rather than more just like continuing down the line of the main question. It's personally what I found more enjoyable about it. Then she put out some slow segments, I'll admit, but overall the moment you start feeling bored, it hooks you back in. It's crazy. Pretty much what happens in Da Vinci Code. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. My memory's not incredible. Constant switching POVs. Yeah, there are multiple POVs in Angels and Demons as well. Dan Brown is nothing if not a consistent writer. Speaking of consistent writer, I do need to get the last couple of words out. I'm 5 away from my target from the night, and I'm not done with the scene just yet. I should be able to wrap this up in maybe another 200 words. I'll finish this quickly because I do need to... Actually, tell a lie, I don't need to rush to bed today, for once. Because tomorrow, I have another trip. I have to, like, repeat my trip from yesterday. With the benefit of being, I don't have to wake up at stupid o'clock to do so. I can sleep for another 2 hours, which is going to be great. I can read, but I'm bad at writing. My chapters end up too short. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You can absolutely write relatively short chapters. Like, what kind of word count are we talking? I would suggest somewhere in the region of like a short chapter. You should probably aim to get around maybe 1,500 to 2,000 words in it, like roughly speaking. As a short chapter, like very concise, very focused, very like to the point. If it's much shorter than that, then you're kind of covering like maybe one conversation. Like there's a weird flicker on my screen and I'm concerned. You know, you have an idea that could span for thousands of words, but it ends up way too short. Oh yeah, I know that thing. Sometimes I find it as a benefit. Generally speaking though, like, unless you have a specific word count in mind, don't worry overly much about how many words you actually end up writing. It's not the worst thing in the world to just write a little bit. Didn't James Patterson write ridiculously short chapters? I'm not familiar with James Patterson. That was another flicker. That's mildly concerning to me. Is my graphics card? Is my connection loose? Is my PC gonna crash? My PC could crash. Hold on. I'm gonna very quickly upload a copy of this to my Discord chat with Dahlia, so if it crashes, I've got a backup. I'd rather not lose this if I could at all avoid it. Hold on, where's Thingamajiggy, System Explorer, Cloud Sync, go. I don't have Cloud Sync. Make life too simple. Copy. Actually, I'll just mail it to myself, and then I'm gonna call a very short break. I know I wanted to like stop stream shortly, but we're having a fun chat just now, so I'm gonna call a very brief break. I'll be back in a wee 2 minutes. So. This is what I get for drinking as much water as I have been. Thank you for being with me, folks. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that flicker, because that's kind of a problem. Let me know, because it was around about this kind of level on my screen, like in line with my shoulders. So if you see it happening, let me know, because that'll tell me that it's a problem maybe with Obsidian. Maybe rather than my PC. We'll see, we'll see. You finish, and then there were none too lately because before picking up Da Vinci Code, first Agatha Christie. Ooh, very nice. I never actually got around to Agatha Christie, actually. Like I've maybe seen like a couple of TV dramas, like especially like when like my gran had them on, she enjoyed them. But no, I've not actually read any of them myself. Alright, let's get this thing finished. I know I don't have to wake up until, well actually I'm setting my alarm for 8 tomorrow. But I would prefer to have a good sleep tonight, so I'm going to try and keep my sleep schedule to roughly, well, ideally better than what I usually end up being. I'm usually lucky to get 6 hours, never mind the 7 that I usually expect to get, and the 8 that I ought to get, because my goodness. Metamorphosis is my next go, if you know that. I know of Metamorphosis. Kafka, right? Yeah. I know of it. I know the outline of it. It's very Kafka-esque, as they say. Well, no, it's not Kafka-esque because it's actually Kafka. But yeah, no, it would be interesting. I've ended up reading a little into it recently for some reason. I forget exactly why. I think people just kept making the reference, or like deconstructing the reference. So yeah. Like girl turns into bug or something, and then I was just like, yep, that's pretty Kafkaesque. I just think I'm pretty sure that's not actually what Kafkaesque means. Dear. Yeah, it comes up in conversation sometimes. Right, I know why I've started chuntering. It's because my music's actually ran out. Let's get... Oh my goodness gracious me, there's a blacksmith past. Right, we'll come back around to that later. Hold this on for now. Where is... Hold on. It doesn't matter. Fine. I heard it was about a guy waking up as a cockroach, but I'm sure it'll be great. Pretty grim, actually. Oh, very short story that I read recently, but for probably unsurprising reasons to a certain audience, was I have no mouth, yet I must scream. I was surprised to find I could write it in just like a handful of like minutes, like maybe an hour tops, and that was being distracted. Was an interesting read. I can say that much for sure. You can find it. There's a PDF online. It's like what, 13 A4 pages. Fairly quick read, not the most pleasant. I only knew it because of Digital Circus fans glazing it. Yeah. Wait, like if you were to read it, you would see the parallels between the two very quickly. Fortunately, Digital Circus is quite a bit more pleasant than I Have No Mouth. Like, it's the kind of thing that lingers with you, not in a pleasant way. Like, you know, it's very rare that something pleasant lingers, you know? I've been haunted by pleasant things. I've been quite happily haunted by pleasant things, but I've never had something pleasant lingering. Surprised it's short though, assuming it is with the same concept. Oh yeah, it's super short. It's super short. Literally like 13 A4 pages. So short. You get through it in next to no time. Like even if you're a slow reader, it will take, I don't know, what would that even be? I don't even know. I don't know. I read too fast. I can't even estimate how long it would take someone. Like a handful of hours tops, even if you're reading at like speaking pace, which I know some people do. I actually work with someone who reads at that pace. It's weird. I read like lightning. I can do 10,000 words an hour. I'm a speedy reader. Actually, I think I can do potentially more. Maybe reading faster these days. Sometimes I have to like intentionally slow down to read more. Is it good? I don't know. I feel like it'll be rushed. Honestly, I genuinely feel like if I Have No Mouth were longer, it would be utterly intolerable. It is just as long as it needs to be. It was originally published as like one of a collection of short stories by a number of writers. I think it does what it wants to do very well. But don't expect a comfortable read. It's like I spoke about it with an English teacher friend of mine, and he was like, yeah, it's really interesting because it's like one of the earliest takes on a super intelligent AI that is malicious. And like it's like interesting like seeing it through that lens of like being one of the first interpretations in this way, and then how it goes on, you know, to ultimately influence basically all of sci-fi in some way, shape, or form. Like it goes on to an extent have a bit of an influence on Terminator, on what else? I was gonna say something else. A little bit of Isaac Asimov, I'm pretty sure gets a wee bit in there somewhere. Although they might have been in conversation rather than more like reference. I don't know, my timeline of sci-fi history is not the strongest. But yeah, it's pretty early. It's pretty early as far as these things are concerned. I don't know, maybe Asimov was definitely writing around about the same time. What other things? Like Portal, to an extent, actually, is a bit conscious of I Have No Mouth. Actually, now that I think about it, there's quite a bit of I Have No Mouth in Portal. Now that I think about it. Chell being stuck underground in the testing chambers. The testing going on, the banks of humans that GLaDOS is trying to get her hands on in Portal 2. Having to destroy GLaDOS is okay. It's not quite a one-to-one, but yeah, no. Yeah, Portal draws a lot from I Have No Mouth. Actually, now I think about it, I never actually thought about it that way before. That's really interesting. Yeah, I might have to revisit some sci-fi concept. The Matrix as well, of course. How could I forget the Matrix? It's the Matrix. The Matrix is just like I Have No Mouth, but like on an industrial scale. No need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds you when it's the only hand you're getting? Oh, there's that. Yeah. Dear. Nah, I like Digital Circus. It's fun. It's fun. I love Ragatha. Any guesses as to my favorite character? It's definitely Ragatha. I love Ragatha. I very much relate to Ragatha. She's lovely. Ah, dear. Right, let's get this done. I want this done so I can go to bed. Maybe another 20 minutes or so. We'll see. But yeah, very happy with the word count today. My personal favorite is Kinger. Kinger's so lovely. He genuinely is. He's just such a great character. I'm sorry to say this. Did someone say something about an insect collection? Yeah. He's great. Yeah, be careful if you were to read I Have No Mouth, because it will very slightly corrupt your perception of several of the characters. To an extent. But it may also improve your perception of certain characters, or like it'll improve your appreciation for certain characters. I'll let you write, sorry. Yeah, no worries. We're just writing here. It's fine. I like chuntering. Give me an excuse to chunter. I like to chunter. Ah, dear. Right, okay. Used to walking back by myself. My car was making me smile at once. Thank you for the hydrate. I do need to hydrate. I am so sick and tired of peeing. I drink the water which apparently I need to live or something. And a few hours later, I have to go to another place to put away the water. I need to know the whole line for that. I don't know all of by heart, but it's very funny. And then I have to drink more water. Guess where that ends up? Not in me. It's so good. Oh my god, I love it. Ah dear, right, come on. Let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done. Ooh, new video by a channel I like. Right, okay, we'll put that on watch later, and I will watch that very soon. That will be awesome. Nice. Writing time, Logan. No ADHD. No, I'm okay. I need to stem clearly. Shouldn't came back on, and now I have to head bob. Yay! That'll help. Right, okay, stemming over and more funny music coming on. Hell yes. I've got 25 minutes of funny music. This will keep me occupied. Oh wait, that's not funny music. Where's my funny music? What did you do to my funny music? I expected funny music. I'm not writing without funny music. Where's my funny music? I need funny music, or I'm not writing. I'm in funny music mode. I don't find it myself. Hell yeah. I recommend Golden Shower. I ain't playing Golden Shower. Play funk. Wait, funk is that boop 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 boop. Is that one? I don't think it's that one, but you know the one that I'm referring to. It's so funny. TikTok edit Steven. What? Okay, I don't know it. I don't TikTok very often. Right, funny music on. I can focus again. Thank goodness. Let's get this thing done. By the way, if you're watching and you're enjoying listening to me chunter, you can do your best to try and distract me over the next 4 days, because I'm planning on streaming every day for the rest of this week and the week after, because I have a game jam to finish, and being on stream helps me be productive even when I'm distracted. So yeah, please do drop a follow if you're enjoying. It would be appreciated. Let's see. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Thank you for the stretch. Stop telling me to stretch when I'm typing. Stretch is good, but I was typing. That's a dangerous game you're playing. Lock in. I should lock. Target locked. Practice outside my place. Praise my wholesome typing. Unwholesome. Literally, like, imagine saying to someone who's like given up chocolate or something, you're like, yeah, that's great, best of luck with it. Want a pack of Rolos? That's what you just did. You offered me a pack of Rolos, you fiend. I can't type, evidently. Yeah, we lock in. We lock in. What's up with Friday and Sunday? Oh, Friday and Sunday? That's a lot of work, yep. Yep, that's what needs to be done. Otherwise, oh, I can put this away now. That's what needs to be done. Otherwise, I am not going to be on schedule because I want this script to be 15,000 words. Not necessarily the healthiest to have a particular word count in mind, but it's a reasonable amount of work to want to do. So yeah, we're going to be busy. It's going to be great. Fortunately, I've got a lot of traveling to do tomorrow, and Friday at work is next to like nothing going on. So my plan is tomorrow and Friday I will be writing like prototypes for key scenes, which I will be getting to during Friday and Sunday. And then there's also the chance that I'll have some free time on Saturday and I might be able to do some writing as well. But I'm not counting on it. So we're going to be bloody busy on Friday. I'm going to be writing a lot. I'm going to be aiming for a word count of 1,000 words an hour. I will be working from 7 PM until midnight, given the opportunity. And then I'll go crash and go to bed. And then enjoy myself on Saturday and then do it all again on Sunday. 1,000 an hour. I think 1,000 an hour is fairly reasonable. And if it's not, it's fine. I'll just say, okay, fallback strategy. 3,000 odd words on each day instead. And then I'll just like finish the writing on Monday instead. Like that's valid. I can maybe do that. Okay, I can probably not do that. I'll just do all the writing on Sunday. It'll be totally fine. Don't worry about it. Like, Friday's probably the weakest day of it all. Maybe we'll be able to do a little bit more writing tomorrow than the 1,600 that I'm looking at. Maybe do a wee bit more. What could I potentially do? Could I? No way I could do 3,000. We'll see what happens. If I get home early tomorrow, I may be able to write more than I think so. Like, if I get home at the time that I expect I would be able to, like, what, 5:30? It could be like 5:30. I was maybe going to get home at... Could potentially start streaming at 6, but then it depends on food, and I don't really have much food in. I don't know, I've got some food in. I can maybe get it to work. I can get it to work. This is fine. You're wholesome, by the way, because I was kind of worried by the rules. Oh, the rules are super duper aggressive. I've got a story behind the rules. Actually, the rules are fun. Don't know what I should do and shouldn't, but thank you for the chat. Let you right for now. Wishing you best of luck. I already put a follow. Thank you so much, House Summit. Do appreciate it. You take care. You rest well. Be good to yourself. Hopefully we'll catch you again at some point in the next couple of days. But yeah, no. Rules. Yeah, my favorite of the rules is I will ban you for any reason I can fairly justify. But the thing is, like, it's very rare that I actually have to ban. Have I ever had to actually ban a specific person? TV, back me up on this. I think like the last time I even had a heckler in the chat, I was literally just like, "Whoa, what's going on, dude? You doing okay? You doing okay? Like, you chill? You good?" And then like they just left. It's so funny. I'm just like the least fun person to heckle. It's awesome. Oh god. Fun times. Anyway, yeah. Take it easy, House. Rest well. Be good to yourself. Let's see. Sweet dreams. I will have sweet dreams, guys. You take care. Be good to yourself. It's important. Also, thanks for hanging out. It has been fun. It's been very fun. Let's see. Was AFK, but to your point, I can't remember the last time we had a heckler slash troll in chat. It has been a while. Seriously, like, all things considered, I'm genuinely surprised we don't get more hassle in here. Like, it's... it's actually... Okay, actually, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but it is actually surprising that we don't have any more hassle in here. Seriously, like, I don't know, maybe they just don't think that it's worth the hassle. Maybe I just fly completely under the radar, nobody cares. Maybe I've just like cultivated the like healthiest community of people who watch me in the entire world. I don't know. I've been very lucky. I really have. I really am lucky that throughout like pretty much all of my streaming career, we're talking like nearly, yeah, this month that'll be 5 years now. I've been astonishingly lucky this entire time, like the overwhelming majority of it. has just been like a wholesome, chill time, and I've not had to deal with like too much drama or anything. Honestly, the drama quotient's certainly gone down since the AG days. Not that things were abominable, just that, you know, when there's a large melting pot of different personalities, there's gonna be some drama in there somewhere. Ah. But yeah, no, I've been very fortunate, I think. I mean, maybe I've just like not noticed the drama going on all around me. I'm kind of good at that. Seriously, that's a survival skill in itself. Just like if there's drama going on, you don't hear it. You don't need to worry about it. I'm very lucky in many ways. How did I mute myself? Did I... How did I mute my... How long have I been mute? What the hell? When did I go on mute? I have no... Did I mute? Did I sneeze? I don't think I snooze. I just thought you were locked in. I mean, I was locked in. I wasn't talking very much. I was chuntering a little bit. I have no idea. Anyway, what was that? Sometime in the last 15 minutes? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. If anyone like watches the last 15 minutes of VOD, then they'll see me like flapping around. If I'm doing like this and like moving around and like flappy mouth. Then I was talking to myself like some kind of a moron. Regardless, as I was saying, we're gonna call things here. I think I can call it here. We're at 3588 words for the day. Grand total, just shy of 2,000 words written in basically the last 3 hours. That feels pretty good, actually. So that's a bit over 600 words an hour, which is not too bad, actually. If I were to keep up that pace, then, wait, where are we supposed to be? Yeah, this is the end of Act 1, so that's fine. So that's like basically 300 words, but we are also 20% over, so there's a high possibility that we'll end up being at 18,000 words instead of the 15,000 words that I'm aiming for. But, you know, if a scene ends up taking a bit longer to write, then a scene ends up taking longer to write. That's one of the beauty parts about working on a visual novel. You can just waffle as much as you want, and if you've got the assets to support it, you're good. So yeah, no, feeling very happy and accomplished about this today. This has been a very good and productive day. So yeah, we're gonna call things here. Oh, I'm gonna quickly just update the version number of the script and send the latest version over to Dahlia. And now I'm quite a bit later. No edits to previous writings. That's for editing Mel to deal with, but nearly 2k more words added, and Act 1 complete. Fantastic. Right, I'm very, very happy with how today has gone, aside from the fact that it took somewhat longer than expected, but hey, if I didn't want to chat or, you know, have to do stuff, like if I didn't want to chat and be distracted, then I wouldn't do it on stream, but then if I didn't stream, then I'd be more likely to get distracted. So it's probably, after all, for the best that I do this on stream, because I do not think I could have written 2,000 words off stream. I don't think I would have managed it. So I am very happy with how this has gone. This has been a very productive day. Very happy. Also, as how Sammy was saying, like 3,000 words is like, it's a reasonable, 3,500 words is like a reasonable chapter amount. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna call things here. Massive thank you everyone for coming along today, whether you've been here from the start or you came along part way through. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm bloody knackered. Very much looking forward to my bed tonight. So I think I will do exactly that. So tomorrow we are going to be back again. Don't know if we'll be around the same time, maybe slightly later, maybe slightly earlier. We're gonna see if we can do how much am I aiming for again tomorrow? I've got it written just here. Tomorrow I want to write, yeah, another 1,600 words would be nice. So this is the first half of Act 2. is what we're going to be writing, which is where things start getting kind of interesting, and I'm going to have to look at my diagram for how this all fits together. Because I've got a diagram, and it's nice. Which you should also probably share with Dahlia, so that's fun. Anyway, as I say, we'll call it here. Massive thank you today to Raymondo for dropping by. Hugely appreciated. Thank you for the follow. Also, how's Sammy? I don't think I remember how Sammy following. I don't remember seeing the follow message. So if you have followed, it was a while ago. So regardless, you see your follows. So massive thank you for the follow. It's very appreciated. Much belated perhaps. But yeah, we'll call things here. So until tomorrow, take care of yourselves, everyone. Be good to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Have a very good Canada Day if you're Canadian. Otherwise, you know, have a better day. And we'll catch you again very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, man, yeah. Justin, like, the way that yesterday I had to push through hitting the wall. Yeah, I literally just hit the wall. This couldn't have been timed much better if I tried. Are we gonna drop a raid on someone today? I don't think we're gonna raid anyone today. I'm gonna be very antisocial. Problem for another day. Yeah. We'll call it today. We'll raid somebody else later. Take care, folks. Matane.